Here's a challenge. You have 5 seconds to figure out what my race is. Make sure Could you figure it out? Black, Italian, Native American, French, Spanish, Jamaican. To answer the question correctly, human. When you look up the word race, nearly all of the definitions that are made available to you, they have to do with competition. The winner takes all, and they deserve to be here and have that. They won. It's called the human race. It's a race that we're all in, and we all want to be at the top, because why wouldn't we want to be at the top? 46 people have more money than half the world. You ain't trying to be on top of that. The question is, what is my race? The truth about being mixed is when I meet you, I already know how it's gonna go. What are you? At this point, it just happens so often that I've collected responses for research purposes. I've stopped answering it. I always say, guess. The guesses are always great. Are you Egyptian? You're like half black and half white, right? Well, your nose kind of makes you look Indian. But is your dad white or is your mom white? But not like Native American Indian, like from India Indian. Like which one's white? One of them's white. So what are you? Are you like mixed? And then we get the comparisons, which I love. Oh my gosh, are you that one insert ethnically ambiguous actor here? You look exactly like her. No, I don't. No, I do not. We all are not used to seeing all different kinds of faces. There aren't really a lot of black faces in the places where we wanted to look. You know what I mean? You know who looks exactly like Katy Perry and Zooey Deschanel, Logan Marshall Green and Tom Hardy, Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen. I, on the contrary, I don't think I look exactly like anyone. I've never found anyone. So if you happen to know anyone that looks exactly like me, make sure to tag me on IG. Okay, the truth about being mixed is government forms give me anxiety. Where are my glasses? According to the United States Office of Management and Budget, Americans are seen as 5 groups of people: white, black or African American, American Indian or Alaska Native, Asian, Native Hawaiian, or Pacific Islander. We just can't. So if you want the truth about the census, leave that in a comment below, because we just gotta move on. Back to it. Even as a kid, I remember saying I didn't want to fill out the boxes. I didn't think they were fair. As a kid, I was told, you know, shut up and pick a box. As an adult, I'm told, shut up, pick a box. Because now they say like 2 or more races. They didn't used to. I truly felt like I was half black and half white. That's what I saw every single day. My white mom, my black dad, I'm both. There's no box for that. So what do I choose? Well, I choose the black box. Why? Well, because you think I'm black. You think that I'm black. I can just check the black box and then no one's gonna question me and I'll probably get a scholarship or something. If I chose the white box, I feel like I would almost have to defend myself. The teacher gonna be like, excuse me, what are you doing? That's truly how I felt. It just seemed easier for me to accept it and like move along. But I was white and I was black. It's very confusing. So I just accepted how I had been labeled and I moved on. It's gonna be fine. This is gonna have no long-term effects. Right. I've pretty much spent my entire life confused and filled with doubt and self-hatred. Yeah, that's the real tea with Amber-T. See, I was never white enough, and even when I told people, they didn't believe me. But then I was never black enough because people said I always acted like a white girl. And then, even though I'm from Hawaii, I am not Hawaiian by blood. So everything that I had learned and been raised to value, I couldn't exactly participate because it's not really yours. So what's mine? Where do I sit in the cafeteria? Where are the people like me? What are they like? And what are we supposed to do? Well, the truth is we really don't have a place. One was not created for us. Now that's both a blessing and a curse, because when you realize that you have nowhere to go, you also realize that you have nowhere to be, which means you can go anywhere and you can be anyone. The truth about being mixed is contrary to what I submit myself for in roles here in Los Angeles. I am not ethnically ambiguous. Like, what even is that? It should not be ethnically ambiguous. You should be able to identify us. I'm sorry, but you can't just clump up a group of people and label it, we don't understand you. Africa alone has over 3,000 distinctive ethnic groups. 2 different types of Africans at a genetic level would be more diverse than someone who is Chinese and European. But y'all want to just call us black? No. And you gonna call a whole bunch of things that you don't even understand just ethnically ambiguous. No. The truth about being mixed is I have to pretend to be fake proud of my last name. I remember asking my mom what our last name meant because it came from her. It means strong Italian family. I told people that for years until some kids at school were like, that's not what it means. Because she didn't think it was that big of a deal. She didn't think I was gonna go brag about it at school. Why would I do that? Why would I brag about a last name? Look, this goes deep, okay? Even though she was making it up, strong Italian family, okay? It's not actually strong Italian family. And it means the son of Marco. Who is Marco? I don't know, Polo? Where you at? Since we're talking about my mom. The truth about people thinking I'm adopted, or when in public, stolen. No, my mom lets me know that she pushed me out of her vagina on her own, no epidural, strong Italian family, but that was not always the way it was perceived when we went out. And yeah, I get it, like she's a white lady, what is she doing with this little brown child? Probably telling me to knock it off because I'm running around Walmart grabbing all the mannequins' boobs and looking up their dresses. That's a true story. And if I was abducted, why would she take me to Walmart? Seriously, there would have been an Amber Alert. No, I belong to my mom. I'm sorry that you have not seen enough examples of this to think it's normal. The truth about being mixed is I feel like I need a DNA test because I feel like I'm missing out on some information about myself that everyone else seems to know about themselves. And I'm like, hold up, what about me? Where am I from? I have never been to these places. I wouldn't even be able to point them out to you on a map. Where is the black place? I don't know. I've never been there. Speaking of that, like, how do I even know that I am all those things? Back in the day, they ain't had the kind of filing systems that we have. I don't trust that blurry birth certificate. You trying to tell me grandma was what? Okay. The truth about being mixed is you are subconsciously upset that you can't put me in a box. I also, for a long time, have been upset that I couldn't put me in a box, and I also got offended for some unknown reason. So like, don't worry about it. I'm not here to judge, I'm here to grow. Without knowing it, we put people into boxes, aka stereotypes, about who we were taught they are. That's why the first thing you ask anybody is where are they from? You gotta figure out what box to put them in. Now, if you must categorize me, I ask that you at least do it based upon things that I have achieved myself. Next time you meet someone for the very first time, why not start by asking, what is it you strive for the most out of life? Seek that genuine reaction. I guarantee you, you're gonna tell whether or not you want to talk to that person. And then maybe you can even go beyond that. How do you feel about the current situation in blank? Or how do you think we all came to be? Or what do you think the purpose of life is? Let's get going. Because if I know I can have a meaningful conversation with you, then we can make some moves. Let's talk about things that matter. I am sick of saying that I am all of these places that I've never been. I am Amber-Tiana, and I'm right here, right now, mixed up with all the same things that you are. And I am here to help everyone see that. I am not a collection of DNA. Who I truly am is a collection of my thoughts, emotions, actions, and results. And that's a lot of information. All that I am will never be able to be explained to you. It can only be experienced through you. If you really want to make a judgment on someone, you have to look past their external features and truly get to know that person or that place from the inside out. The truth about being mixed is I am proud to be, because I am a catalyst. I am the cause of seeking information. I am happy to make people question because questioning leads to truth. I choose to define my worth and my value on the content of my character. And I strive to do my very best to ensure that all of the content that I produce, no matter the form, to always be a reflection of who I am and not who I've been conditioned to believe I was. And I highly encourage everyone else to do the same. Spread love, peace, happiness, like, subscribe, you know the rest, and remember, if everyone did just a little bit of good every day would be a good day for everyone. Make good choices, use your voices, and come back for the realness.
Thank you for